Hello everyone, my name is Logan Hoyer and this is my campaign pitch. So I'm going to get right into it. The reason I've gathered you all here today is for an important and pressing issue near and dear to my heart. I was a service member myself. I served 4 years in the United States Marine Corps, and after getting out, I realized that I started losing friends along the way to a very important issue that has plagued our community, which is veteran suicide. So let me just bring it back to you a little bit and kind of show you where we came from. We had a motley crew of athletes, frat boys, country boys, city boys, smart kids, dumb kids, poor kids, and rich kids. We all showed up with our past egos, thinking we were better than each other. Slowly, over time, we realized that the rain made everyone wet, the cold made everyone shiver, and the heat made us all sweat. We were all equally miserable. And for 4 years, we grew a bond that is incomprehensible to anyone who hasn't experienced our kind of misery. 4 years later, we finally got out of the place that we referred to on many occasions as hell. As time went by, the hell started to be referred to as the good old days, and really less of what we thought. You begin to feel alone and isolated from your support system that got you through the darkest and happiest days of your life. This is something that every veteran has felt as they separate from service, and this is unfortunately how suicide happens. Veteran Affairs has named suicide as their highest clinical priority due to its egregiously high numbers. Though there are many platforms for this matter, such as the VA, the rates keep climbing and friends of ours keep dying. The programs are not working and they have no comprehension of how a large factor of veteran suicide is due to our unique ability to suppress our feelings deep down. My mission, how do I accomplish this? How do we get people to combat the isolation and how do we get people together? Well, my mission is to accomplish this is to create a group or a community that is full of veterans who can support each other and we can rely on each other. That is why I'm calling it the Lost Veteran Program. See, in the Marine Corps, while conducting operations, we had this thing called the Lost Marine Plan, which would pretty much work like this. So if you're on an operation and you're going and you turn around and you realize that you lost one of your guys, that lost Marine would then move 100 meters off the road and stay still with an arrow pointing to where he was in the dirt. He would wait there for a little bit while his buddies were searching for him, and we would search for them. Because we do accountability all the time, every so many steps, however far you go, we always look for them and make sure that we're all up on accountability and everybody's there. If somebody's not there, we'll go back and look for them. We'll start coming back a little bit and look for clues and signals that we briefed in our Lost Marine Plan. See, if they're not found within an hour, then they'll go back to the last checkpoint. The point of this is that we had each other there. And if somebody got lost along the way, you had without a doubt, every single person in that entire company, which was around 240 people, looking for that one Marine. As we got out, we didn't have this anymore. So the Lost Vet Program is going to be something like that, looking for our brothers and sisters who are lost. For my goals to accomplish my mission, I'm setting out to accomplish 3, which really morphed into 2 as we go on. But for the business sector, I would start really small with a group of veterans, pretty much friends who I'd text here and there and say, hey, like, this is my plan, this is what I want to do. And we get together and we'd expand from there. And we expand and keep going people and recruit, just like I said before, this Lost Veteran Program. For the public sector, I would attend a city hall meeting in Boise, which is held on Tuesdays. And I would go down there and explain what a great way it would be for the city to have a group of veterans and people together who are able to support the community in any way they can, whether that's trash cleanup or just going out and being together and just supporting the city in any way that they can. We all have these unique skill sets. We're all very organized because of the leadership that we learned while we were in, and it would be a very good thing. And I'd basically express that to the public of what we could do for them and how they could also support the veterans who helped and served their nation and allowed everybody to be here. And for the nonprofit portion, I would launch the campaign and begin fundraising to support the mission because there's no doubt that the events and all this stuff would need money. And so we'd go out and we'd research ways to bring in money and have people support. And also the big kicker for the nonprofit portion is that there's other companies out there that do things such as this campaign plan and support veterans. One of the big ones that I would reach out to is Irreverent Warriors, when they conduct these events called Silky Hikes, where everybody gets together and they go walk 22 kilometers, which is how many veterans are said to die a day, which is 22. So that would help in the likelihood of boosting this campaign and making it really take off so that we have a community here in Boise, and hopefully we can expand outwards of that. So that's the really summary of the rundown. So how I would implement this is I would first email the Boise State Veterans Service Center and explain to them my campaign plan and really start there for the growth. From there, we could go into the quad. Many people, fraternities and all that stuff, have little booths set up in the quad, and I think that if we had a station set up in the quad, that we could really booster our numbers and bring people in who are unaware of our campaign and the situation that's going on. Not to mention that we're very good at picking out our own, so we can really quite literally pluck them out and tell them to come hang out with us and pretty much bring back that community and that camaraderie. The second part to help growth really internationally and help it go all across the country and help veterans all over is to email the company Irreverent Warriors and pitch my idea to them. Their company started almost pretty much off a campaign plan, and a couple of buddies ended up walking to help support veteran suicide. And they're all about expansion and helping veterans grow in the communities. And one of the big things that they do is they would like people to email them about specific events. They've never been to Boise, and I think if we brought them to Boise, that we could really grow our community and partner in ways in order to help prevent veteran suicide and just improve mental health and grow our community, since there are so many of us. Lastly, there's the social media portion of this, where I would create a social media page where we could electronically post our events. We could say what we're doing. We could post pictures and videos and all sorts of things just to gain attraction and to gain sharing around and stuff like that. And also use it as a presentation tool, when we go to City Hall and like present our plan and we do all this stuff, and also just to be able to reach out to veterans on a more global scale and just more quick. And then also going off the on-campus portion, we would hang up flyers, we'd do certain things, send out emails, hopefully if we could through the Veterans Center, of just the events and what we're doing and how we plan to end this veteran suicide pandemic and everything that goes along with it, and improve mental health and just create a really strong, unique community of veterans, once again bringing back that camaraderie. So with all that is my plan to bring us together in a community. It's to really start small, reach out to friends, go on social media, and really explain what's going on with us in our community and have the isolation be finally ended. Go out and recruit each other and make sure that nobody is lost, because we will go find them. So going off that, everything has to cost a little bit of money, and the good thing about this is that starting off, I can do a lot of this stuff. I can do the video production, and I can grab the friends firsthand because I'm a veteran myself and I can reach out to them. And so that's the good news about all of this. And the really only cost overlays is the fact that we would need office supplies for planning. We would need, stuff to coordinate and set up events, and possibly even travel for the small group of people that we get at first to go link up with Irreverent Warriors who are located in California. So the good news about this campaign is that it won't cost a lot of money, but the impact that it could have could be absolutely massive. And honestly, if we're thinking about price here, no price is worth a veteran who kills himself. So this is my overall plan to help combat veteran suicide, improve mental health in the community, as well as help my friends seek the life that they deserve after giving so much of themselves to something bigger. If one thing's for certain in this pitch that you have all sat through for the last couple minutes, it's that veterans deserve a long, happy, and peaceful life. Thank you for your time and consideration in helping our struggling community, and we hope to hear from you.